Now, Prince Harry is seen as a loose cannon by the royal family, whilst Meghan Markle appears set on destroying the institution.
Well, Tom Quinn explores the couple's plummeting popularity in the US in a new Channel 5 documentary.
Well, here to give us his view on that opinion is royal correspondent and writer Michael Cole. Good morning to you, Michael. Very good to see you. And is Meghan and Harry's... Good morning. And are Meghan and Harry's popularity really plummeting, do you think?
Well, on your behalf, I did watch this programme last night, and there was absolutely nothing in it apart from Tom Quinn's rather startling assertion that Meghan Markle was encouraging her husband to destroy the British monarchy. Well, if she succeeds in that, she'll be rather more effective even than George Washington and Paul Revere, because they only managed to rid America of the British monarchy, but they didn't actually destroy it. So this is, I don't know where Tom Quinn gets this information, but if it's true, it is rather remarkable. And of course, she may be taking on quite a lot, because the British monarchy has lasted 1,000 years, and it's been through many crises. The worst crisis of the 20th century was the abdication crisis of 1936. And of course, in the past, one King Charles, the first King Charles, lost his head, and then we had 20 years of Oliver Cromwell, more or less a republic, a commonwealth, with the Lord Protector. So if this is true, stand by, because it's big news. I think rather more interesting, if I may say so, will be something that we've never seen, nobody alive has ever seen, and that will be this week a royal prince going into the witness box to give evidence in a very contentious case against Mirror Group newspapers. That hasn't happened ever since the 19th century, when Queen Victoria was very dismayed when her eldest son, the Prince of Wales, had to give evidence in two notorious cases, one about adultery and the other one about cheating at cards. So stand by this week for some interesting revelations, and I know that GB News is going to be all over the story.
Oh, we absolutely will be, Michael, and I'm sure it's going to be box office. How do you think the royal family will be feeling about Prince Harry partaking in this quite so publicly?
Well, I think they'll be inured to it. I think if Her Majesty the Queen was still with us, she would advise against it, because it is unprecedented. I mean, there's nothing in the British Constitution that says a royal prince cannot give evidence or cannot be called to be a witness. In fact, in the inquests into Diana, Princess of Wales, and Dodi Al-Fayed in 2007 to 8, the Duke of Edinburgh was called as a witness, but rather remarkably, the coroner, Lord Justice Thomas Scott Baker, permitted the Duke's private secretary to come and give evidence on his behalf, which was an extraordinary thing to do, but that's what happened, and I was there and witnessed it. So they will be inured to a certain extent to anything that's coming out of Montecito from the couple who live on the hill, but they will not be welcoming it. But I think from Prince Harry's point of view, he probably thinks it's a question of going into the witness box and presenting his truth, if you will. But anybody, and I know you two, have witnessed major cases in court cases, they turn around on cross-examination. And this may be quite uncomfortable for him, because Mirror Group newspapers are defending this case quite vigorously. And I'm quite sure their KC, their King's Counsel, will be taking the Prince to areas of his life that he perhaps wishes had been forgotten.
Michael, you talk about his truth, a very interesting phrase, because that's been questioned. Recently, we saw this paparazzi chase, this high-speed, hour-long paparazzi chase across New York, which seemed to be a bit of a figment of their imagination. Do you think things like that are damaging Prince Harry's credibility as a witness who can be relied upon to tell the truth and not his truth?
Well, you're absolutely right, Martin. I mean, I think that did leave them open to even mockery, that you could take part in or be chased through Manhattan for 2 hours. Well, the mayor very elegantly put it down. He was a former policeman, in fact, in the transit police, and he said that it was most unlikely. He was sympathetic to them. He didn't approve in any way of the fact that they were pursued, but he said it was unlikely, and that was also discounted by other people. I think they were
Michael, I'm afraid that we've run out of time with you, Michael. Sorry, we're coming to the end of the hour. Thank you very much for your time and your expertise, as always.